Oh yes, it is. Okay, we finally made it to the rest area. Sure we don't want to look around some more? Yeah, let's stop and rest. Phew, walking over a place like that can really take it out of you. Glad we get off our feet for a minute then. For a moment at least, Grandcell seems like it's genuinely at peace. You think so? I'm just glad we can leave it up to Dad and everyone else, at least for today. Of course, I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with. I suppose so, maybe it's part of his nature. Ah, well, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out, we're actually full-fledged bracers. Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch, we can go wherever we want. At any time a branch is short-handed and requests help, we'll just take an airline to get there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities. Sure, I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. It means I'll never have to hear Dad going about how it worries him when we're not around to keep an eye on me. Yeah, I think his days of saying that are at an end. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on. Huh? Oh, would I just get on your nerves? Oh, nothing like that. Just what do you mean by stay with me? Just that we know each other so well and we can practically read each other's minds. I think we make a good team. I'd hate to break us up. I mean, like for bracer business. I was thinking you were going to tell me your big confession or something. Huh? Ah! Nothing, forget I've said anything. Estelle, what was all that about? Sure it's hot out today, huh? I don't think to beat heart I ever like ice cream, huh? It's right, I'll treat. Wait right here. Oh. I don't think his ice cream stand over that way. What if she? Nah. My, but I do have to do your too sometimes. Professor Alba. It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive in most peaceful times. Oh, is something the matter? You look a bit pale. I'd have thought you'd generally be better in spirits. Now you've attained senior bracer status. Speaking of which, I must truly congratulate you on your success. So long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so. Ever since we first met, you always made me feel really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now, but I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me. Oh? I think, in all the cases we've dealt with, there have been people who just forget things. You're always there, investigating, no matter what we've done. Your timing's almost a little too good. What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands. And you were right there with him. Professor Alba, was it you? Ha, pretty impressive. Even your cognizance and recollection of being puppeteered, you were still able to piece it all together. Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confusion. Oh. You're... Ha. So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it. It was I who restored it. It was I who poured a soul back into that empty vessel. You have a power to twist the minds and memories of men. The 7 snake apostles, we Angrius. You're one of them. Weissman the Faceless. Ha! I've not heard that name past your lips in ages. Enforcer, number 13. The Black Fang, Joshua Astray. You were behind all of this. Which Lieutenant Lawrence has to be. It is as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. Ha! I'm sure he'll be pleased to know you're thinking of him. So you're here to finish me off? No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went without a hitch. Since I've got a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come to see you. First phase? The seal in the old ruins. The gate which blocks a path to a ring. Wrenching it open was the first step of many. And already there exists no means of closing to gain. I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is this shining ring? And what is your little society after? If you really wish to know, then why don't you rejoin? I'm certain you'll be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum. We can even get you back into fighting form. please spare me your withering looks. I do understand that you have a family now, with whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, to say nothing of a girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so, I've come here to see you. I came to offer you a true freedom from our association, as thanks for the integral role you perfectly played, which means that I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I'm most grateful for the work you've done over the past 5 years. What? Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions. I've been helping you? What kind of bullshit do you expect me to swallow? Oh, pardon me if I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, but rather a spy. Huh? The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of a noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were giving a loving home, and while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you'd tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports of the movements of the Bracer Guild, as well as your intel on one Cassius Bright. But of course you wouldn't remember having done such a that. You were not yourself at the time. Cassius Bright, S-rank Bracer. He was a foremost impediment to the success of the plan. We felt certain he would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through detailed analysis of his behavioural patterns, we finally devised a plan would lead him out of the country, out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so, I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been inestimable help. No, you're lying. You have to be lying. All that time I spoke with Estelle. Why you're so sad? Has your feigned ignorance not earned you a beloved family as well as a happy home? If you say nothing, then they will never know. However, this sort of thing will weigh heavily on a fellow, since your fellow members of the White household are such good people. Perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. However, much you may model your behaviour after a normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to a problem, no matter the circumstance. Your physical strength and reflexes are better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. You are my greatest creation, my human weapon. That is what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you are always welcome to return to a Grand Master Society of Souls, back to Ouroboros. Is this my punishment? My sister? And no, what do I do? I don't know how we would face him after all of that, but I kept him waiting way too long. It's getting late too. I'm such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. Gotta cool down. Ah, Estelle! I thought I might find you around here somewhere. Oh, hi, Professor Alba. Indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion. Thanks. Huh? Oh, is something wrong? I don't know, something just seems different about you. What's got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you got me. Tell the truth, I made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say it's put me in a good mood. Oh, sorry. Your ice cream's going to melt. Better get going. Huh. I see. Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun. Hey, sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there. Cool, thanks. Now can eat like kings. Yeah, so about earlier. Yeah, I want to apologise for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. Just an inappropriate time for confessions, you know. Oh, sure. I didn't really mind so much. Well, when I gave it some more thought, it seemed kind of like silly to try and mush things. We may be silly bracers now, but it just means we have different work to focus on. We might have to really consider our future prospects. Right. Get married, we'll have to think about raising children. I got to get my heart. It's evening already. Why don't we have ice cream on the way back? Hey, Joshua. What is it? Do you have something you want to discuss about the future? No. What would you give you that idea? Come on, let's go back. What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind? Yeah. Hey, Shara. Do you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner? If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was as calm as he ever is. Well, yeah, but... Aha. I see, I get it. Get what? You can't keep secrets from me? I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you had ever admitted it yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you? You can tell. It's pretty obvious, sorry, hun. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about it. No. Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what a dope I am. Not that I should be criticising anyone, I guess. You are so naive. It's a wonder how you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big sisters really would begin to ready your education in love. I'm never asking you for advice again. I'm just kidding, I'm sorry, I don't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when your puberty was about to hit. It's only logical you'd start picking up feelings on each other. You think so? Travelling together just seems like such a petty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I got a little more self-aware since we started all of it. Ah, this isn't like me at all. A proverbial flower that refuses to blossom. Every girl feels that way. I don't want to lecture you or anything. But if you are, then what say we have ourselves some girl talk? Tell us some fortune. Okay. Oh, you're going to tell him? No, not about that. There does seem to be something weird going on with him, though. We'll see what's about first. Young love. Ah, we'll probably be fine. Oh, we're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in some meeting, I think. But where's Joshua? Oh, is that playing somewhere then? Of course he is. Hey Estelle, nice night, isn't it? Yeah. There's that song again, The Whereabouts of Light. Yeah, I've lost a lot. This song, this harmonica have always been with me. I've been thinking about when I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should just quit. I think I want to tell you what I was doing before I met you. This may take a while, do you mind? Not at all. I listen to whatever you've got to say. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was a timid sort, relying on the kindness of others. He had people he cared about. But one day, something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, to even eat. No matter how hard he had tried, no one could help his heart mend. One day, a wandering magician appeared. I will heal the boy's heart, provided of course I am compensated. And so the boy was given to a magician. He attempted to piece a broken heart together. The magician found he could shape the boy's existence. So the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throats of National Cabinet Minister, who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives which maimed and killed innocents. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang. One day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, a man who had protected his queen from a nation from the threat of an invading country. It was a bracer, who had a special rank shared only by 3 others. The target was too strong. He defeated the boy, with all the ease of a tiger. At that moment, some of the magician's servants sewed up. Since the boy's face had already been seen, it was now a loose end. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man he had come to kill. And so the boy was taken to a man's house. We met a young girl. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost, in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he would never be allowed to have such dreams. But all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near when reality could be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening. Was that real? Every syllable. My heart is broken, my hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time. The boy cannot be saved for his real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes he may keep his misfortunes from once he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician, who created the life he led. Huh? That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore, but I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to thank you for the last 5 years. Yet I can't think of anything better. Stop it. Huh? I said stop it! Stop talking about it like it's a dream. Make it sound like nothing has happened. It's even real to you. What difference does the past make? Your heart is broken. What does that even mean? Look at me. Look into my eyes. I've always seen that boy. In good times and bad. No matter how much time the boy was hurting, you also saw how hard he was keeping on holding on. Joshua, I love you. You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you. Huh? Oh. Joshua. What was that? It's so bitter. Oh, it's just a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry. There are no side effects. Oh. Why? Why did you... My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was happiest and most painful I've ever known. Just the brightest light casts the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes I think it'd been better if we'd never met. No. But this time is different. I'm grateful that you came to see me. I hate when I have to run from a girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. I want you to know that I'll always be thinking of you. Joshua, thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I'd always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. Wow. This is definitely a wow. It's abundantly clear they I've always intended this one to be a series of games. There is no room for hidden second chapters or extra cast chapters. And that was definitely not an ending. And so yeah. I should really thank you guys for enjoying this game with me. Be sure to join me next time when I start on the second chapter of Trials in the Sky. No idea what it's going to bring. And I know people will be asking in the comments, what about the other games? I actually own, so far, Trials in the Sky, second chapter, third chapter, and behind me, I do actually have my copy of The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. That's waiting to be played as well. So I'm going to be playing this for a while, it seems. Of course, if you like the channel, like the videos, like the series, be sure to like and subscribe to the video. Subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends, share it with people you like. If you didn't like the video, share it with people you don't like. And maybe check out some of my other channels, some of my other videos. There we are, Legend of Heroes, Trials in the Sky. Finn.